Every child is a different kind of a flower, and all together make this world a beautiful garden. Good morning, everyone. This quote is purely dedicated to the students of this youth leadership program. Few instructions to follow. Please mute yourself all the time. Keep your video on throughout the program. Now I request Toastmaster Lalita to do the prayers. Over to you, Lalita.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sapna. I'll start the prayer. हमको मन की शक्ति देना, मन विजय करे, दूसरों की जय से पहले खुद को जय करे। हमको मन की शक्ति देना, भेद भाव अपने दिल से साफ कर सके, दोस्तों से भूल हो तो माफ कर सके, झूठ से बचे रहे, सच का दम भरे, दूसरों की जय से पहले खुद को जय करें। हमको मन की शक्ति देना। Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster Sapna.
Thank you, Toastmaster Lalita. Now I would like to introduce myself to all of you. I'm Dr. Sapna, the Youth Leadership Coordinator from Mangalore Toastmasters, and also the MC for today's program. I have two tasks ahead of me. Firstly, a hearty welcome to all the Toastmasters, guests, YLP students who are here in this gathering. I acknowledge the presence of DTM Naina from District 121, President of Mangalore Toastmaster Sunita Pereira, Hakuna Matata founder Toastmaster Anjana, and also Area 3 Director Deborah Lobo. A sincere welcome to all of you. Secondly, I would like to present the significance of this youth leadership program to all of you. You may wonder, what is this youth leadership program? I would like to tell in few lines, the ability to clearly express your thoughts to others so that they are heard and understood clearly. By participating in this youth leadership program, the benefits that you are going to have are overcome the nervousness everyone feels when asked to speak before an audience. Listen carefully to others' ideas, which is also very important for you to take different decisions. Number 3, participate in and even lead group discussions. For example, you can't learn a piano by reading a book. You have to put those instructions and experiment on that instrument. Same way the youth leadership program works. You have to work in a positive and safe environment wherein you can speak, learn, and experiment. And this youth leadership program is going to have 8 sessions, including this one. A coordinator and an assistant coordinator will guide you. As a coordinator, it is myself, and as an assistant coordinator, Kavita Kamath will be there along with me. And slowly, you will run the show by developing leadership skills. There will be a resource person for each and every session who will enlighten you. This is all from my side about Youth Leadership Program. Now, moving on, we have an eminent personality here. She is from District 121, the YLP coordinator, DTM Naina. Over to you, ma'am. We want to hear a few words from you.
Thank you, Dr. Sapna. Very good morning to all the youngsters here. That includes me also. So can we hear a loud good morning? Please unmute yourselves.
Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
Thank you. Now, those who are behind those black screens, can you show your pretty and handsome faces? Ah, that's better. You all look so pretty, so handsome. Why do you want to hide behind these black screens? Come on the videos. That's good. So here you come to learn how to... Good morning, Rovina. So you have all joined together to learn to speak. But the question is, don't you all know to speak? How many of you know? You're doing it every day, right? You speak. Then why this program? How many of you feel whenever I speak, many people don't listen to me? How many of you feel? I feel. I used to feel. So whenever I speak, I used to feel people are switching off their hearing and they're not listening to what I say. So what is stopping them to listen to me? Maybe I'm not speaking in a way that a person is willing to listen to what I'm going to say. Don't you want to listen, people listening to your ideas, to your opinions, your dreams, your goals? Don't you want, all of you? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, you want somebody to listen. What is your dream? What is your thought? What is your opinion? But we don't know how to say in a crisp, short way so that people will stop to listen to us. So this is what mainly you're going to learn. To talk freely, your ideas, your goals, your dreams, your thoughts, without fear, in a structured manner. Are you all ready? Ready for learning? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Give a big clap to all these youngsters who are ready to take a new step into a new learning. Let's give them a big clapping. All of you clap for yourselves. Kids, you are very lucky in such a young age. You have started a new learning. This was not with me. I learned to speak just 6 years back. Till then, I used to go blah, 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 blah. I never knew who is listening, whether it is welcome. And mostly people used to criticize or they used to close their ears. So use this opportunity, which is right in front of you. Don't miss any sessions, because each session you're going to learn something new. Enjoy. This is not your school atmosphere. This is, nobody is going to criticize you. Nobody is going to come with a red pen. It's going to be fun learning. Don't miss the sessions. All the best to all these youngsters. Over to Dr. Sapna.
Yeah. Thank you so much, DTM Naina ma'am, for encouraging all the children. Moving on, now we have someone from Mangalore Toastmaster who is an active member, who is so meticulous in all her work, who can easily multitask. Toastmaster Fiona Pinto, to interact with all the children who are gathered here. Over to you, Toastmaster Fiona.
Thank you, Dr. Sapna. Good morning, students. It's raining today, so I have prepared a small activity for you all. I want you all to take part. All right. So my name is Fiona Pinto, as Dr. Sapna just mentioned. I have the privilege of being a Toastmaster for 1.5 years now. And Toastmasters is the best decision I've made. Why? You will know through the time that you will spend in YLP. Now enough about me. Let's get to know all about you. So for your introductions, I've prepared an activity called this or that. Okay. So I will tell you what the rules are. Please listen carefully. You have been allotted roll numbers, right? So I will be calling out your roll numbers. First, I will do 1 to 10. Then we'll get through the rest of the program and then I'll do the next set later. All right. So when I call your roll number, you have to say your name. My name is. After that, I will ask you a question which will have 2 options. You need to pick either option. You don't need to tell me why. You just need to pick either option. We're just doing this exercise in order to get to know you better. All right. After that, all of you have to answer one question for me, which is, why did you join today's session? All right. Simple enough. Has Dr. Sapna has roll number 1 joined? Rovina, no? Sorry.
Yes,
number 1.
yes, Fiona. She has joined. Rian.
Rian.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Ma'am.
Are you here, Rian?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So, okay, I already told your name. So you can say, my name is Rian.
My name is Rian.
All right. So your question is, would you prefer McDonald's or Domino's? What is your choice?
McDonald's.
Ooh, really? I would like Domino's. I'm not really a McDonald's person. Anyway, it depends on the person's choice. Okay. So tell me, Rian, why did you choose to come here today? Why did you choose to be a part of this program? There's something you want to learn, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, what is that? You want to get
I
better
am
public
interested
speaking?
to learn more.
All right. Okay. Okay. Great. Okay. So roll number 2. Who's roll number 2? Roll number 2.
I think Naisha Shetty, she's just entered the room, I guess.
Oh, okay. Okay. We'll come back to roll number 2 later. Roll number 3 is ready. Students, be ready. Roll number 3.
Yes, yes. She's
Roll
here,
number 3.
Sayona.
My name is Sayona.
Sayona. Hi, Sayona. Your question is Minions or Angry Birds? Whom do you like?
Minion.
Minions? Oh, me too. I love the Minions. Okay, so tell me, why are you here today? Why did you join the YLP? Just one line. What do you think you learned today? You're simply here to watch all these Toastmasters talk to you all and then do nothing. Go and you won't get anything out of this. Why are you here today? To get better at public speaking?
Yes.
To get better at speaking with your friends, with your teachers. Correct, no?
Yes.
Yeah, all right. Thank you, Sayona. Roll number 4.
I'm Agastya Mahesh Joshi, ma'am.
Hi, Agastya. Can you tell, okay, so train or bus? What would you prefer? Your preferred mode. You want to go by bus?
Yes.
Yeah, have you seen the new Vista Dome?
Yes.
Yeah, nice, no? So you don't want to go by that.
No.
Now you changed to train from bus. Okay, so tell me, why did you join the YLP?
I want to improve my communication skills and I want to know people. I'm an introvert, so I want to.
Oh, very nice. I'm very happy that you're here, Agastya. Hope you learn all that you want to learn and hope you get out of your comfort zone. Thank you very much. Rule number 5.
Yes, ma'am. My name is Jude.
Hi, Jude. Your question is ice cream in a cone or ice cream in a cup? Which one would you prefer? In a cone, huh? No, I think, even I would prefer in a cone only. Even I like cornettos, no?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, tell me. So why did you join the YLP session?
I joined because my mother wanted me to learn not to get frightened before the thing I have to say.
Okay, so your mother wanted you to learn. You don't want to learn?
No, I want to learn, but
It's just that it's because I get scared before it happens, but when I'm at the place, then I lose all of that fear because I know that I'm here and I have to do it. So yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay. So I hope that you will. Where is the hope? Once you get through this, if you interact in these YLP sessions, you will get over any fear that you have of public speaking. You will get better than the best Toastmasters there are here. Thank you very much. Roll number 6, please.
Yes, ma'am. My name is Rochelle.
Hi, Rochelle. Your choice is sandwich or masala dosa. Which would you prefer?
Sandwich.
Sandwich? You don't like masala dosa?
Not very much.
Why? You can put paneer, you can substitute the potatoes with the paneer. Still, no? You want sandwich only?
Yes.
All right. Okay. Kids these days. Okay. So tell me, Rochelle, why did you join the YLP session today?
I want to, I like to interact with people, and I also want to make my social skills better. I don't get afraid while talking to people, but I want to learn how to be a little more bold.
Okay. I think that you're very bold already, talking very nicely. Very good. Thank you very much for joining. Hope you'll have a good learning experience with us. One thing, Rochelle, you're covering your camera.
Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. I'll just
with your finger. Is that your finger? Something you've kept over there, no?
No.
So maybe you can adjust that, all right? I will move on. Roll number 7.
Yes. Tarun.
Tarun Pai. Hi, Tarun. Do you like horror or comedy?
Comedy.
Comedy, yay, me too. I don't like watching all these horror movies. Some kids like, no? Do your friends like to watch horror movies?
Yeah.
Okay.
Almost
How
everyone
come you
in
don't?
my class.
Sorry?
Almost everyone in my class.
Oh, so how come you like comedy and not horror? Get scared?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, so if you want to watch, you call me, okay? Together we'll watch. Together we won't get scared. All right. So tell me, why are you here, Tarun?
Because when I'm voicing an opinion or an idea, I don't feel anyone's really listening.
Okay. All right. So you're here to get better so that people listen to you. Wonderful. I hope that things get better and that you'll be able to achieve whatever you want. All right. So thank you very much. Roll number 8. 8, right? Yeah. Roll number 8.
Yes, ma'am.
May we know your name, please?
Saad Sharif.
Saad Sharif. Hi, Saad. Your choice between this or that is Indian clothes or Western clothes. Which do you prefer?
Indian.
Prefer Indian? Yay, me too. Simply saying that. If you ask Sunita ma'am, she'll say no, Fiona always wears jeans. Thank you. So can you tell me, why did you join the YLP today?
I joined this class to improve my speaking.
All right, great. Thank you, Baba. I hope, I keep saying this, but I really think that if you've ever, the feedback that we've received from the YLP sessions previously is that the kids have really benefited from these YLP sessions. So probably it might seem like, what are these people telling us right now? But as the time goes, you will get to know what it is, and you can see the change in yourself, much like I saw the change in me. Wishing you all the best, Saad. Roll number 9. Sorry, roll number 9.
I think she's not.
She's here. Yes, roll number 9. May we know your name?
I'm Zara.
Hi, Zara. So your choice is, would you prefer a hot chocolate drink or a cold juice?
Hot chocolate.
Hot chocolate? Even if it is hot, it is summer, okay, and it is afternoon and you've come from outside, you still drink hot chocolate? Yeah, lover of chocolate? Me too. I love chocolate too. So tell me, why you're here, Zara? Why did you join the YLP? Can you hear me, Zara? I can see you on the screen. Can you hear me? Any one reason why you're here at YLP? You can get better at, what did you think? Why did you join? Somebody forced you? to join, or because your friends are joining, you joined? No, you wanted to get better, right? It doesn't matter. I won't force you to talk on your first day. But as the days go, build up the courage to speak, because this is the place where you can make mistakes. Thank you, Zara. Roll number 10, please.
Yes. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Can I know your name? Can we know your name? Alan Raskina. Hi, Alan. Your choice is between Superman or Iron Man. Whom would you prefer?
Superman.
Oh, so you like what, DC Comics? You don't like Marvel? Marvel heroes? Captain America and...
No, I like that he's flying.
Okay, but now you prefer Superman for now.
Yes.
Oh, great. Okay, so tell me, why did you join the YLP session?
To improve myself and execute the best of my talents.
Best of your talents. You are very talented, and the fact that you've joined here is making us very happy, and you will end up learning a lot. All right, children. So thank you, Alan. We will get back to the next 11 as once we get through the program. 11 to 21 will be later. Thank you, children. Over to you, Dr. Sapna.
Yeah, thank you so much, Toastmaster Fiona, for this lovely interactive session. And now I request Area 3 Director, Toastmaster Deborah Lobo, to address the gathering. Ma'am, over to you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Sapna. Good morning to all you lovely people out there. Can I hear something from you? Can I hear a hi?
Hi.
Hi.
Not
Good
loud
morning.
enough. Not loud enough. Louder.
Hi.
Hi.
All right. Thank you so much. It's such a pleasure to be here with you young students, and I'm feeling very, very happy. Do you want to know why?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Let me tell you, Alan, why. Did you hear Dr. Sapna saying something like, not Dr. Sapna, I'm sorry, Fiona, saying something like, kids these days? Did you all hear that? When one of you said you like Indian clothes or something like that, she said, kids these days. And you know why I'm feeling happy? Because I chose every single one that you all chose. So actually, Fiona's calling me the biggest kid in town. So I'm so happy to be here. If you all are happy, I'd love to see some smiles on your pretty faces. Okay, I'm going to give a prize to the one who can give me the biggest smile. And the winner of this prize goes to Zara. Congratulations to all of you who have decided to be here today. I am the area director of F3, which means that the club that is looking after your program, which is Manglo Club, comes under me. Manglo Club is very ably chartered, so to speak, by the president, which is Toastmaster Sunita. Thank you for having me, Dr. Sapna, Toastmaster Sunita. It's a pleasure to be here, and all the very best to you lovely students. Over to you, Sapna.
Thank you, Toastmaster Deborah Lobo, for those encouraging words. Moving on, we have someone from Manglo Toastmasters who supports each and every member of a Manglo Toastmasters. Strength of Manglo Toastmaster, President Toastmasters Sunita Pereira. We would love to hear a few words from you, ma'am. Over to you.
Thank you, Sapna, for that very warm welcome. First of all, before I start, I really would like to see everyone in person. So can you please switch on your videos? I'd like to talk to you, not to your screen. Right. Good morning, members of Hakuna Matata, and welcome to Manglo Club, also known very popularly as MTM. We have one very important thing in common, our age. Really? No, not our physical age, but our mental age. We both want to learn, and experience something new, something that will help us grow and become better people. And that is what Toastmasters is all about. In Toastmasters, we focus on two things: communication and leadership. Do you know why? Communication is not just talking to other people. It's not just having a conversation. It's about conveying a message to people around you for a specific purpose. If they don't listen to you, if they don't understand your message, then you are not communicating. Now, why is communication important? Because if you want to change, you want to progress, you want to improve as a person, you have to convince others to follow you. You have to become a leader. And leaders guide and motivate. They inspire and encourage. And they persuade others by communicating a message. So in Toastmasters, communication and leadership go hand in hand. You communicate to lead, and you lead by communicating. That is why the Youth Leadership Program for young people is not just about giving speeches. It's also about taking up roles and responsibilities in each of the meetings and sessions so that you can gain confidence and experience in becoming better communicators and leaders. So as you go through YLP, I want you to remember that every opportunity you get to participate is an opportunity to learn and enjoy a new experience. Welcome to the Youth Leadership Program. Over to you, Sapna.
Thank you, Toastmasters Sunita, for enlightening all of us. Moving on, we have someone here. I'm sure the children of Youth Leadership Program, you don't need an introduction of her. She is a preschool consultant, early childhood educator, Hakuna Matata founder, the one and only Toastmaster Anjana Kamath. Over to you, Anjana. Okay. She was here earlier. Maybe we lost the connection. We will get back to her. Moving on, I request Toastmaster Fiona Pinto to continue the interactive session with the children. Over to you, Fiona.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sapna. Children, you all know how to use the raise hand option, right? So you click on the reactions button, there's a raise hand option.
Yes.
All right. So you all have to learn how to use that through the sessions. You will need it in order to raise your hand so that you don't speak out of turn. Now raise your hand and tell me how many of you want to speak like Toastmaster Deborah, like Toastmaster Sunita.
I don't have raised hand option. I don't have that option.
Oh, you're on the phone, I think, no?
Yes, I'll go home afterwards.
It's there on the phone too.
Is it? Is it there on the phone?
Yeah.
All right.
Also.
Okay. You can figure it out later. All right. Okay. So all those who have raised your hand, you all want to get better at speaking, right? You want to speak just like Toastmaster Deborah, like Toastmaster Sunita, correct? No? So can you tell me what do you think? There is one thing special about Toastmaster Deborah and one thing special about Toastmaster Sunita that they both share. What do you think that is? Why they are very good speakers? One thing. Yes, Zara?
Confidence.
Confidence. Okay, that's one. One more thing. One thing I'm looking for, which is not confidence. Something else. Anybody else?
Smart speaking.
Ooh, they're very smart. No, but that is not.
Ma'am, I'm sorry I got locked up.
Toastmaster Deborah is very happy, but no. I will tell you what it is, and that is that they are excellent listeners. All right. So when you listen well, you will also get to speak. Why? You can pick up very good words from them. Your vocabulary gets better when you listen to others. All right. And you can speak more formally. So just now I told you children use the raise hand option. That is a very general way of speaking to a general audience. But when you when you address a larger audience or you're in a crowd, you need to speak formally. And you can learn speaking formally first by listening. All right. So listening exercise will be there throughout since you're sitting online. Even if you were offline, you'd still have to listen. All right. So that is one thing that I wanted to tell you. All right. So now moving on, is roll number 2 back? I missed roll number 2 that time. Is she back?
Yes.
You're here. Can we know your name, please?
I am Naisha Shetty.
Hi, Naisha Shetty. Can you tell me whether you like books or movies?
Movies.
Movies, me too. I am a visual learner too. I don't like to read. No. So you don't read your textbooks also? Just go to the exam without reading.
Textbooks are fine.
No.
Yeah.
You have to read. No. All right. So can you tell me why did you join the YLP session?
So before the lockdown, I still have like a teeny tiny bit stage fright. So before the lockdown, I used to go for classes like communication and speeches. So that helped me overcome my stage fright. But now over the lockdown, there's no interaction with people and I just lost the touch of speaking and interacting with everyone. So I just want to do that again.
So you want to get back. Okay. Thank you so much for joining. I hope things will be fine. So, okay. Next will be roll number 11. Correct. Yeah. Roll number 11. Are you here? No. Okay. Moving on. Roll number 12.
My name is Ahmed Kader.
Hi, Ahmed Kader. Sitting quietly from that time, I'm noticing you. Sitting quietly, no reactions only. Thank you for joining. Can you tell me whether you like Pilikula or Manasa Water Park? Have you been there, Pilikula?
Yes.
Have you been to Manasa Water Park or any other water park?
Yes.
So you like nature or you like water?
Water.
You like the water park? Oh, me too. It's fun, no? Pilikula, you get tired, no? Walking.
Yes.
Yeah, it's very tiring. Okay, so tell me, why did you join the YLP?
I wanted to learn public speaking.
Public speaking, great. You will learn public speaking. Thank you, Ahmed. Roll number 13.
Good morning, ma'am. My name is Prithvi Shetty.
Good morning, Prithvi Shetty. I think your video has a problem, right? I can't see you. Anyway, your choice between this or that is Fruity or Pepsi. Which would you prefer, Fruity or Pepsi?
Probably Fruity, I guess.
Fruity. So you like fruit drinks. You don't like soda.
Well, if the option wasn't Pepsi, I guess I'd go with something else over there.
Yeah, okay. So tell me, what else would you prefer? I couldn't think of anything. That's why I wrote Pepsi. What else can I write there? Tell me.
Drinks are good, ma'am.
Like
they say fruit drinks are more sugary than soda.
Sugary. Okay, that is, I'll need to look that up because even other than plain soda, even the Pepsi and Cola have a lot of sugar in them. We just don't know because they're busy and you want to gulp it down because it's very hot sometimes. All right, so Prithvi, can you tell me why did you join the YLP?
Ma'am, I'm actually an extrovert. I can communicate well with people when there is a less amount of people I can communicate well. But as soon as there's a larger crowd, I start stammering there and I've created problems while speaking in front of the crowd.
Okay.
So I have communication errors there.
Yeah, all that will disappear now. Extroverts and introverts, we have all kinds of kids today. I'm very happy that that all of you are here. Thank you, Prithvi. Roll number 14 now.
Yes, ma'am. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Can we know your name, please?
Yes. Good morning, everyone. My name is Shubrat Shetty.
Shubrat Shetty. Hi, Shubrat. Thank you for wishing everybody good morning. That's a very nice way of starting. So your choice is the beach or the park. Which one would you prefer?
Beach for life.
Beach for life. Oh, you don't want to go to the park ever?
I went today morning. I didn't like it much.
Okay, so park is forever gone. You only want to go to the beach from now on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so tell me, why did you join the YLP today?
I was into YLP before, and I wanted to improve my communication skills with everyone.
Okay.
And most importantly, I was waiting for this program for the past 2 years.
2 years, is it? Oh,
yes.
Okay. I'm so glad you made it. And it will be great going. Thank you so much for waiting for 2
thank you
years.
so
It's so
much.
nice of you to be a part of us. Thank
Yes,
you,
thank you.
Shubhrat. Roll number 15.
Yes, my name is Sarah.
Hi, Sarah. Can you tell me if you like music or dance?
Music.
Music. You don't like to dance?
No.
No, me too. Yeah, I'm terrible at dancing. People laugh at me when I dance, but singing is better for me. All right. So tell me why did you join the YLP?
I'm usually in my room alone, and then
Okay.
I want to make friends, but I'm usually shy. So
Okay, so you're here to make friends, no, with everyone. Today you will have made 20 friends, okay? 20 friends from YLP plus every resource person, and you have you have your coordinator, Dr. Sapna, you have me, you have Toastmaster Deborah. All of us will be your friends from now on, okay? So don't feel shy, and you can talk to us at any time. Thank you, Sarah. All right, so roll number 16.
Yes, ma'am. My name is Ritvik Rastogi, ma'am.
Hi, Ritvik. Would you prefer your mom or your dad? I shouldn't ask this question, but mom or dad? Who is around? Check who is around in the room before answering. I can't hear you, Baba.
Ma'am, it
Can't hear you. Sorry? Is he audible?
Ma'am.
I can't hear. You can't be?
It can't be answered, ma'am. Both are good, ma'am.
Oh, okay. So I gave a difficult question. No. Okay. So you tell me, are you on social media, Facebook or Instagram?
No, ma'am.
You're not on social media. Fine. Okay. So would you prefer to be popular or would you prefer to have a lot of money? It's either. Okay. So you can either have a lot of money and, keep to yourself or whatever. Would you prefer to be popular? Everybody knows you. So it's a fame or fortune question. Would you prefer fame or fortune?
Ma'am, popular, ma'am.
You want to have fame, huh? Great. Very nice. Very nice.
When we are popular, ma'am, we can earn comfortably, ma'am.
Oh, that is true. You are very smart, Ritvik. Very good. Very good. Very impressed with you. And since you didn't answer the mom or dad question, that time only I knew that this fellow is smart. Thank you, Ritvik. Can you tell me why did you join the YLP session?
Ma'am, I joined this session because, ma'am, I have a YouTube channel also, ma'am. So on the YouTube channel, I feel a bit difficult while I have to speak or send some show my face, etc. So that time to improve that skills, I joined.
Well, congratulations, and you will learn a lot over here. And your YouTube channel, we're wishing you loads of success. Hope you get as many subscribers as possible. Thank you, Ritvik. Roll number 17.
Ma'am, my name is Rovina and I'm really sad because I'm not able to on my video as there's no internet.
Okay, no problem. I can feel that you have bandwidth issues. It doesn't matter. Hi, Rovina. Can you tell me whether you like the summer or you like the rainy season?
Summer.
Summer. Me too. You get holidays now in summer. Correct, no? Rainy season, they should give us holidays for the rains, not in the summer. What do you think?
In the rainy season, we cannot go anywhere, but in the summer we can go. So I like summer.
Yeah. Correct. So summer you can go all out and enjoy the sun and everything. Thank you. Can you tell me why did you join the YLP?
To improve my, speaking, because sometimes I'm like, I'm stammering.
You're not stammering. You sound so confident.
I'm not that confident in speaking, so.
Okay. So I think you will I can feel your confidence. Listening to you is letting me know that you do have a lot of confidence. Probably that confidence is not in yourself, but that is something you will learn to become self-confident through this process. All right. So good luck to you. Thank you, Rovina. And you also share my sister's name. I'll give you that. Roll number 18 is next. Roll number 18.
Hi, my name is Dia.
Hi, Dia Rebello. Can you tell me whether you like fan or AC? Fan, the fan, or AC? AC. I'm going to repeat so what I said that time. Kids these days, AC, not fan. No, we don't know. I didn't grow up with ACs. Now I'm getting used to ACs. All right. Anyway, why did you join the session, Dia?
Because I'm really shy, and whenever I'm supposed to speak in front of somebody, I avoid it. So I want to make sure that I'm bold enough that even on the spot, if somebody asks me to go in front of a large crowd and speak, then I'll be ready. And I don't get shy. I'll be ready to speak to anybody. So that's the reason I joined this.
Oh, thank you so much. You'll learn a lot, and this is something that all of you will learn. If somebody tells you, go up there and say a prayer, or address the audience in front of you, you will have that confidence as the days goes. Thank you, Dia, for joining. Roll number 19.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Gabrielle Clementine Vegas.
Hi, Gabrielle. Nice to see you. Okay, so your choice between this or that is, do you like Disney characters? Do you watch Disney movies?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so do you like Mulan or Elsa?
Oh, Elsa.
Elsa. All the girls love Elsa, isn't it? Can I see some hearts? All the girls
I
who
like
love Elsa.
Mulan also, but I think because Elsa is like, it's done recently, like the graphics and everything is better. So.
And great, isn't it? Also, the second part is coming on TV today. I also have to run to watch the second part of Frozen.
I watched the second part in theaters only.
Theater, yeah, great. All right, so tell me, Gabrielle, why did you join the YLP?
So I had attended a YLP last year. It was conducted by the Qatar Toastmasters Club.
Okay.
So I learned a lot from that, and I've been involved in a lot of speech clubs, communication classes, and all such things. So if anything comes up, I usually join just to improve my social skills. And
wonderful. That's a great attitude. Never pass up opportunities. You will get, your skills will skyrocket as you learn. This is the time to learn. Thank you, Gabrielle, for joining.
Thank you.
Roll number 20, please. Last two. Roll number 20.
Hello, my name is Daniel Vegas.
Hi, Daniel. Would you prefer cake or ice cream? Or cake ice cream?
Just cake.
Just cake? You don't like ice cream?
I like, but I would prefer cake.
You would prefer cake, yeah. Why? It's good. Oh, okay. Is it sweet or just you would prefer cake? Fine, okay.
I don't know, like I bake cakes. So like
you do?
Yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful. Wonderful. So nice to know, Daniel. All right, so tell me, why did you join the YLP session?
I kind of get shy when talking to like other people, so that's why I like joined to improve my speaking skills.
And you don't want to be shy anymore. Great. Thank you very much for joining, Daniel. Last one, roll number 21.
Yes, ma'am.
May we know your name, please?
Satvik.
Satvik. Okay. Hi, Satvik. So tell me, would you prefer zombies or aliens taking over the planet? Zombies or aliens?
Zombies.
Zombies? Yeah, they will eat us.
Zombies.
Or they will bite us and make us zombies. If you want to live. Huh? What is the logic behind zombies? Tell me. You're the only one I'm asking. Why do you prefer zombies?
It is better. It is better than to be a zombie.
Ah, okay. Then be abducted by aliens.
It is better to be a zombie.
Yes. It is better to be a zombie. Let's not be zombies during the session now. I want you all to be alive and awake. Okay. So thank you, kids. Thank you. Oh yeah, Satvik, why did you join the YLP? I missed that.
In English, etc. My communication is very bad.
It's not very bad. You're quite good. You can get better with us. All right. So don't say you're bad. You're not bad at all. All right, so thank you so much for joining, Satvik. Thank you, children, for giving me the opportunity to introduce each of you. Know that this batch, you'll have to get together, you'll have to know each other. This isn't like, only I'm sitting, I'm Fiona Pinto, I will do some learning and go. This is a collective experience. Experience that with each other. Wishing all of you the very best, Dr. Sapna included. Thank you very much for the opportunity. Back to you, Dr. Sapna.
Thank you, Toastmaster Fiona, for this lovely session. And it's great to know all the children who are gathered here. Now, the most interesting session for which you are all waiting for. We have a small demo meeting, how a Toastmaster meeting usually goes. Can everyone switch on your videos? There are some children still, we can see the videos are not on. Rochelle, Sarah, then Rovina, Naisha, please switch on your videos.
Excuse me, ma'am. I'm using a different device right now, so
Ma'am, I'm not able to because I have my bandwidth is very low.
Okay, no problem. If you have some issues, no problem. Otherwise, please switch on the video.
May I turn it on next class? I'm having a small
Sorry?
issue. I'm having a small issue right now with.
Okay, no problem. Next time you can switch it on.
Sapna, since they have switched on their videos, if everyone can use the emoticon button and give me a heart, I can take out a nice picture. So
Yes.
everyone, since your video is on, use the reaction button, give me a nice heart or a smiley, and keep the smiles going. That's it. Very nice. 1 second. We've got 2 screens, a lot of people. Yes, keep those hearts going, smiles going. And oh, we got a nice smiley with, yes, wonderful. Thank you. It's so much more fun when we can see all of you. Thank you. Over to you, Sapna.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sunita. Now we have come to the main part of the session, that is the demo meeting, how a Toastmaster meeting goes. I would like to introduce you all. See, the Toastmaster meeting goes in 3 parts. There will be a prepared speech. Secondly, the impromptu speaking. The third part is evaluation. In the first part, wherein the prepared speaker speaks, usually they prepare and come according to the objectives that were given to them. Second is the impromptu speaking, wherein the topics are given on spot. The third part is an evaluation, wherein the evaluator will evaluate the prepared speaker. That is also usually on spot. And every meeting will have a grammarian, wherein they will introduce a new word to you. You can use it in a prepared speech, impromptu speaking, or evaluation, and in future communication and your leadership goals. Now we have someone, an experienced Toastmaster from Mangalore Toastmaster as a grammarian, Toastmaster Frana. Over to you, Toastmaster Frana. Could you give us the word of the day?
My name is Frances Annette Pinto. And my role as grammarian is to introduce a word for the day, to explain that word by example, and I should also note the good usage of English language and the grammatical errors that you make. But today I'm going to reverse the role, in which you will have to find out in the first passage that I read, listen carefully, how many times I use the word. In the second passage, you will have to find out the beautiful words, and if any of you know the meanings, give it. And in the last session, I will make errors and you will have to find the errors out. Now your word for today is a very simple one, a 4-letter word, a verb, make, M-A-K-E. It means to produce something, often using a substance or a material. Now the first passage, you have to find out how many times I use the word make. Shanti makes her German Shepherd dog Raju walk with her. He makes her walk fast so that her count on the Fitbit mobile app makes 10,000 steps per day and makes her lose weight and keep fit. Now, how many times did I use the word make?
Ma'am, 2 times.
4 times.
Exactly 2 times, ma'am.
4 times, ma'am.
Yes, 4 times was correct. Those of you who got 4 times, good listening skills. Okay. Now for the next passage, you have to find out the beautiful words that I use and see if you know the meaning. Smita makes a scrumptious cake out of eggs, butter, sugar, and flour, and then makes a fudge icing of delicious chocolates so that her children can make thin slices and share it with other children who do not have mothers who make mouth-watering cake. Now, how many words did I use which were difficult to you? Mouth-watering, that's right. I see somebody in the chat. What were the others?
Scrumptious.
Scrumptious, okay.
Delicious.
Delicious. Very good. So you have been listening carefully. Which one? Scrumptious, delicious, mouth-watering. Okay. Now, in the last passage, you will have to find out the grammatical errors that I make. Okay. I'll make some grammatical errors. You have to find them out. Can I make 3 suggestions? That all you make a decision to begin your speeches at the earliest so that you can make good progress and make YLP certificates in 8 weeks.
All of you.
All of you.
All of you, that's right. One mistake. What is the first mistake that I made? Can I make 3 suggestions? Not suggestion. Can I make 3 suggestions? That all of you, not you all, that all of you make a decision to begin your making speeches at the earliest so that you make good progress, not your good progress make, so that you make good progress and make it for your YLP certificates in 8 weeks. Thank you. With that, I finish my grammatical, as the grammarian.
Yeah. Thank you, Toastmaster Frana, for this lovely segment. Now moving on, we have a prepared speech section wherein Toastmaster Della is going to give a prepared speech. The title of her speech is Circle of Life. Circle of Life, Toastmaster Della. Over to you, Della.
Dr. Sapna, time up.
Yeah. Ranjini, please show the flag at 3, 4, and 5.
Yes.
Sorry, I wanted to pin the timer. Yes, thank you. Hakuna Matata. What a wonderful phrase. Hakuna Matata ain't no passing craze. Oh, wait. Let me tell you the story of Simba Cordero. 23rd July, 14:06 p.m. People at Vijaya Clinic heard a cry. Not from me at first, but my Queen Sarabi, aka my mom. I think it was quite tough to push me out. I would definitely blame her. She made her home so cozy that I had no intention to leave it for an unknown world. Good morning, everyone. 23 is a special date, not only because I was born on that date, it is a celebration to have the date with my wedding anniversary. Like a pride of lions, we magnify and take pride in our celebrations. Being born as the youngest cub in the Cordero family is a celebration. I love the gatherings with a slight hint of the Gomes touch to explore the world, and now being married to the D'Souza's, I relish the quietness and peace around. I recall a string of happy occasions: birthdays, graduation, first job, getting married, and completing the circle of life. Birthdays have always been something to look forward to, with gifts and surprises, even though sometimes you pretend to be surprised. But once I moved to UAE, everything had changed. Friends who made a difference weren't with me in person, and family who went an extra mile to make it special were all back home. And I would sing Hakuna Matata. And crazy Corona made it possible for me to have a jolly birthday bash with a weekend getaway to the beautiful estate resort. Exploring the world was always a desire, a trait from the Gomes that can never be scrapped off. And along with my career, I got this dream fulfilled when I boarded the flight to Malaysia, a place with exotic food. I reveled my time in Malaysia. The next stop was Europe. Oh, Europe, with bright blue skies, lush green pastures, and uniquely colored tiny homes, which spread their arms to invite me to their country. What a remarkable place. I realized how we ought to memorialize the tiny moments handed in a platter. On 23rd April 2017, I joined in the holy matrimony along with a passionate person, my male version of Nala, aka Kristen. This union is filled with joy, happiness, lots of love, laughter, and wonderful merry moments. We found delight and comfort in the company of each other, which was a rarity unlike now. And the peaceful moments we shared. We had our share of pleasant times until the arrival of our cub, a cute little baby girl. From listening to the roars of hunger to the joyous, playful screams, we have come a long way. And even now, we sneak away to dwell in our time of peace and quiet. Celebrations don't come in milestones achieved alone, but in small moments around us. Little things always matter. The immense joy I experienced throughout my life have been innumerable. But alas, time is of essence. So here I go with windows of opportunity to celebrate for the rest of my life while I keep singing Hakuna Matata. Let us keep spreading joy. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Yeah. Thank you, Toastmaster Dilla. We got to know you better by your icebreaker speech. Moving on, we have someone from Mangalore Toastmasters who is very meticulous in her work, a dedicated Toastmaster, Toastmaster Ranjani, to conduct the table topic section. Over to you, Toastmaster Ranjani.
Good morning. Good morning, all. You can hear me?
Yes.
Good morning, ma'am. Yes. Table topic sessions is the most exciting and entertaining and challenging session. It gives an opportunity to you all to speak. You press that hand raise reaction button. Those who want to speak, I'll give an opportunity to all. It helps train members to quickly organize and express their thoughts in impromptu settings. Table topic is specially designed to develop 4 essential communications skills like listening, thinking, and organizing and delivering speech. Today, as your table topic master, I will be asking you some questions. And your response must be at least 1 minute. And I'll show green card. And you can stop within 1.5 minutes. I'll show red card. Now, who is volunteering first? Rochel, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. You have pets at home?
Yes, ma'am.
Nice. Even I love pets. Which is your favorite pet, animal or a bird or a fish? Anything you have?
Animal, a dog, 2 dogs.
Yes, very good. Which is your favorite dog among 2 dogs and why? And you like to share about your loving and caring about that dog.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, your time starts.
My favorite dog is my dog named Robin. He's a Rottweiler. He is 2.5 years old. And I like him because he's very playful and he loves playing with me a lot. My other dog is 4.5 years old and he is a bit less playful. So I prefer playing with my younger dog instead. And he loves to give shake hands and a lot of high fives. He loves learning new tricks. He loves to have treats and he always asks for more. How many ever times I tell him to stop, he doesn't. And he always is with me whenever he's left, and I love him very much. And also, he is usually tied and kept because people fear him since he's a Rottweiler. I feel that Zico is also he's a very friendly dog and he is amazing, but he is mostly an older dog and hence he is less energetic than my other one. So I prefer Robin as my favorite. And as I got him when Robin was a puppy, and I like him very much for he's very playful and an amazing person. Thank you.
Thank you very much. It was very nice to hear from you. Next, I can't see who has raised. Dr. Sapna, can you help in? Okay, Ellen.
Yes.
Ellen Kelly, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Due to lockdown, you miss your school. No?
Yes.
You like someone in the school very much before. You like some area of the school, ground, playing ground or whatever, some department, right?
Yes.
Which you miss a lot due to lockdown, right? Yes. What do you love most about your school? Share with us.
The school I go to is St. Teresa School, Mangalore. It is very wonderful and lovely place with a starting atmosphere, so it is very easy for us to understand the topics. The best part of the school I like is the school ground, where I used to play with my friends, like football, used to play games like football, cricket, basketball. But due to this tiny coronavirus, everything changed. From offline to online, and all the activities we used to do during the offline mode went. Even though although we could attend classes online, half of the things we used to do was not there. And last month when the schools reopened, I was very glad to go back to school and play. Even though I have a ground in my house, playing with friends and playing with the neighbors is very much different. And also, when you play with a larger group, you have team spirit. It increases your team spirit.
Thank you. Thank you, Ellen. It is very nice to hear from you about your school. Next, I want next speaker.
Ranjini, last one speaker we will have.
Yes, yes. Judy, right? Okay. You like fruits or vegetables?
I would prefer both.
Prefer?
Both of them.
Both of them. Okay. You can do fruit salad or veg soup, anything. I am asking you just a question. Which is the fruit you like very much?
Mango.
Okay. Now, vegetable, any particular you like?
Not any particular in vegetables. For most vegetables, add a flavor to the other one.
Okay.
I know this because I think.
Now my question is, if you could only eat fruits, what fruit would you like and why?
If I have to only eat fruits, I would prefer an apple. For it has a lot of flavor in it. And I also learned a way to make apples in thin slices by using a peeler. So it creates a sort of a thin layer of apple slices.
Yes, continue.
And according to the saying, an apple a day keeps the doctor away, which is not probably true, but I just like to believe in it. For apple is a really nice fruit. It has a lot of energy in it, for it would mostly have energy from plants, and you can also get proteins and minerals from it. The seed of apple should never be eaten, for it could be poisonous. That is why I always like to take out the apple seeds and plant them in my garden.
Very good.
And also a very great part about apple is that inside of it, it has so much of great tastes that whenever you put it inside of a blender, you get such a nice apple juice. But a way to get the apple juice you get in the bottles from the companies and product manufacturers, you can also do this to get that great quality of apple juice. After blending it, you must take out the juice and strain it for some time. And also that makes sure the solid particles are left behind and the juice is clear. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Judy. It is very informative. Thank you very much. Now I close this table topic session. Thank you. Over to our TMOD, Dr. Swapna.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Ranjini, for that lovely session. Moving on, we have an evaluator from Mangalore Toastmasters, a vibrant Toastmaster, Toastmaster Sulata, to evaluate the icebreaker speech, which the Toastmaster Della gave just before a few minutes. Over to Toastmaster Sulata. Sulata, you're muted. Sulata.
Thank you, Toastmaster Swapna. And a very warm welcome to our young budding speakers of YLP. Welcome you all. Now, the purpose of this icebreaker speech is to introduce the speaker to the other members of the YLP group, and also to learn the basic structure of public speaking. So first of all, let me congratulate our Toastmaster Della, who successfully delivered a beautiful icebreaker speech. I just loved your fantastic icebreaker speech, Della, and you truly spread joy through your beautiful speech. I must specially commend you on the way you introduced yourself by relating yourself with Simba and the story of Circle of Life and Hakuna Matata. Your content was well organized. Your body language, gestures, hand movements, and voice modulation kept the audience engaged and interested throughout the speech. The language was clear and simple to understand. I especially loved the transition through the way you expressed the transition through different stages of your life. From your birth family to your career, your travel experience, and the way you met your soulmate, Nala, as you mentioned, all this was just great and wonderfully expressed. The ending of the speech was great, and the message, "Keep spreading joy," depicted your happy and truly joyful personality. Well done, Toastmaster Della, and all the very best for your future subsequent speeches as well. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster Sapna.
Yeah. Thank you, Toastmaster Sulata, for that enlightening evaluation. This is how we evaluate a speaker, by giving a positive feedback so that they can take the recommendation and they can improve themselves in the future sessions. This concludes the Toastmasters demo meeting. Now we have someone, and it's my pleasure to introduce you all. She is the resource person for today's meeting. Sunita Pereira has over 20 years of experience as an English teacher and trainer. She taught the CBSE curriculum in high school, technical and business communication in college, and English as a foreign language to the graduate engineering trainees from East Timor. She holds a master's degree in education and technology, English literature, and postgraduate diploma in social media, communication, guidance, and counseling. She is particularly interested in how current research in cognitive psychology can improve and enhance the teaching learning experience. She is a member of ISTD Mangalore Udupi chapter and a long-standing member of Mangalore Toastmasters. She completed a grade 8 skills in communication from Trinity College of London. And in addition to public speaking, her interest includes dramatics, creative writing, and music. She plays both piano and guitar. Currently, she is the president of Mangalore Toastmasters. It's my immense pleasure to introduce you all Toastmaster Sunita Pereira. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Sapna. Thank you very much. All right, participants of the Youth Leadership Program, I need to see your picture if you can. So please switch on your video, because I need to know if you want to ask questions, if you're following what I'm saying. So please switch on your video. So today's session is about how to organize your icebreaker speech, right? Let's just break that down. You know what a speech is, right? When you want to convey your thoughts, your ideas, your feelings in a formal way to an audience, you prepare a speech. It's not a conversation, it's a speech, right? So therefore, you need to organize it. You need to plan and prepare what you're going to say, because you want your audience to remember what you're going to say. If you're not going to organize your speech, then what is going to happen is that your audience is going to get confused, and at the end of your speech, they won't remember what you have said. So that's the part about the speech and why we need to organize it. Now, you need to organize an icebreaker speech. What's an icebreaker? If you like, you can unmute and speak, or you can also type in the chat. Does anyone have an idea about what is an icebreaker? If you know, you can raise your hand. If you don't, then I'll tell you. Anyone know what's an icebreaker? Okay. All right. What happens when you have a block of ice? All right. What happens when it melts? It becomes more fluid. It flows, right? So that's what an icebreaker is meant to do. Basically, make something more comfortable, something more flexible. So when you give an icebreaker speech, you're using the speech to introduce, to make yourself more comfortable with your audience. And in Toastmasters, the first speech that any Toastmaster gives is known as an icebreaker speech, because we break the ice. We introduce ourselves to our fellow members, to our friends. We say something about ourselves so that we can get to know each other. And that's what you're going to do. The first speech that you give will be an icebreaker speech. But yes, it needs to be organized because it's a formal way of introducing yourself to your fellow YLP members. Okay. Now, if you look at the screen, I think it's this side. If you look at the screen behind me, there are 4 things that we need to do when we are organizing an icebreaker speech, when you're preparing for it. Okay. The first is you have to select some ideas. You're going to talk about yourself. So you cannot tell people everything about yourself. You have to select certain parts about yourself that you want to focus on. All right. The second thing is you have to put them in order. Okay. You can't just say, oh, I play football. And then you say, oh, I was born in Mangalore. And then you say, oh, I like to play the guitar. You can't do that, right? When you're talking, when you're giving a speech, you need to put these ideas, you need to organize them, decide what comes first, second, third. So we need to create an outline. Then you need to check the time. It's very important that before you actually start writing, you need to check the time and see how much time do I have and how long can I speak? How many words can I say every minute? And the last thing, once the speech is ready, once you fill in the details, of course, you have to practice. Okay, it's not like you and me having a conversation, or like Fiona, Toastmaster Fiona had a conversation with you. She asked you with you like ice cream or cake. But that's not a speech, right? That's just an interaction. If you're going to give a speech, then you have to practice because you have to say it in a particular way, right? Now I'm going to share my screen and give you a little more detail. We go through it step by step. If you have any question to ask while we are going through it, you can unmute and ask me, right? Don't hesitate to ask the question at that point. Now, the first part, like I told you, is to select the ideas. Where are you going to get ideas from? Look at the pictures on screen and tell me, where are you going to get ideas? You're going to give an icebreaker speech about yourself. So where are the ideas going to come? From your own life. Unmute and tell me, where are you going to get the ideas from? Yes, Jude, tell me. You have to unmute. When you raise your hand, unmute. Yes, Jude. What can you talk?
I would get my ideas from things I do and things that express me.
Okay, so one thing, things that you do. The one idea is about your hobbies. What else can you use? Look at the pictures on screen and tell me what else can you use to get ideas? Perhaps, books. Exactly, books that you have read. Okay, books that you like. You Toastmaster Fiona mentioned books and movies. Movies that you like, books that you like. Okay, what else? You can see that. Yes, go ahead, Alan. Is that Alan?
The internet.
Yes, you can. Yeah, the internet, yes, but then you're talking about yourself. You need ideas about yourself. So the internet is not going to help in that respect. Look at the pictures on screen. You could talk about the sports you like. You could talk about, you've got a picture over there, maybe someplace you traveled to. Maybe you've not lived in one place. You were born in one place, then you shifted to another place. So you can select different ideas from different parts of your life, from different areas of your life. You can't say everything, right? But you can select some of these ideas that are important to you. Is everyone with me? Give me a thumbs up. Has everyone understood this part? The first part is to collect ideas. And when you're collecting ideas, you collect as many as you can. It doesn't matter how many there are. Whatever comes to your mind, where you went, what you did, what you liked, a person you met, a person that you admire, anything. All right. Now, the second thing. Oops. Okay. Now, what's the second thing I mentioned? The second thing is once you have all these ideas, you can't say everything, can you? Then you'll have to write a book and it will become a history book about your life. You can't say everything. So you have to select some of them. You have to create an outline and decide which ideas you're going to use and which is going to come at the beginning, what's going to come in the middle, and what's going to come at the end. Okay. Now, the simple words are beginning, middle, and end. But when we write a speech, and I think even when you write an article, you must be writing essays in school or college. So you would say you have an introduction, then you have the body, the middle, and then you have the conclusion. Are we clear about this? Right? So you have the introduction, you have the body, and the conclusion. So you need to create an outline. What does an outline mean? You need to decide. So supposing I have 10 ideas, out of those 10 ideas, maybe I will use 2 ideas in the introduction. Then maybe in the middle, I may use 3 or 4 ideas. And maybe in the conclusion, I will use only 1 idea. So you need to create an outline to put those ideas into some kind of organization. All right. Are there any questions? Or are you with me? Clear? Okay. All right. Now let's go to the next part. Now, once you have decided how you're going to organize the ideas. Now, we're talking about ideas. We're not writing out sentences. We're just putting words. Okay. All right. 1 second. Let me go back to the previous slide. So, for example, if I'm talking about myself, if I wanted to say something in the introduction, maybe the idea I would use in the introduction is that I've been a Toastmaster for very long, and I have lived in 3 different places during my lifetime. This would be my introduction. Now, what idea would I use in the middle? You heard Toastmaster Sapna introducing me just now. Now, I wouldn't say everything, but maybe I would say my favorite hobby is reading. I would talk about that. Maybe I would use another idea and say, I am my career. For many years, I've been a teacher. I would say that. Maybe you could say that you are a singer or a dancer. And then I would add maybe one more idea about my family, that I'm married and I have 2 children. Okay, so these are the ideas I would use in the middle. And at the end, how would I conclude? Perhaps I could say that right now, the thing I enjoy most is Toastmasters, because I'm the president of Mangalore Toastmasters. So I hope you understand. You have to select the ideas and fit it into an outline to organize it. Okay. Any questions? Okay. No? All right. Let's go to the next part. Now, the next part is before you actually start writing the speech, before you actually start, describing those ideas, writing the introduction and writing the ideas and the conclusion, you need to know how long you're going to speak and how many words you're going to speak. Otherwise, you will write a very long speech and then you will have to keep changing it, which will be a big waste of time, right? Okay. So now normally when we speak, if you look at the first line, when we speak, an average person like you and me speaks about 130 to 150 words in 1 minute. Okay. 150 words is actually very fast. We normally talk at 130 words a minute. And your icebreaker speech is usually 4 to 6 minutes. What does that mean? It means you must speak at least for 4 minutes. You can continue for 5 minutes, or the maximum amount you can speak is 6 minutes. So I know, I'm sure all of you know basic maths. So if you multiply that 130 words in a minute, so it's for 4 minutes, you need to write about 520 words. For 5 minutes, 650 words. And for 6 minutes, 780 words. Okay. Now, let's presume that you are going to talk for 6 minutes. You have got a lot of things to say about yourself. Now, how are we going to divide those 780 words in your speech? Can you see the bottom part of the slide? You can see the bottom part of the slide, right? So you have an introduction, then you have the body, the middle, where you have 3 ideas, and then you have the conclusion. So there are 5 parts: introduction, idea A, B, C, and conclusion. So if you divide approximately 780 words, you get about 150 words for each part, right? Now you start writing so that you don't have to keep changing and adjusting your speech. It will be exactly according to time, okay? And the last part is, are there any questions over here? Does everyone understand this, what I've explained about the number of words and the time? I'm going to stop sharing for a minute so that I can see all of you. Can everyone give me a thumbs up? Are we clear about this? Did you understand about the word part? Because that's very important. You don't start, you can plan the outline. You can decide what goes first, second, third, fourth, but you don't write until you know exactly how much time you have. Normally, when we give speeches for 5 to 7 minutes, but the icebreaker speech is always 4 to 6 minutes. So for those of you who don't want to talk for very long, you can talk for 4 minutes. Those of you who would like to talk for more time, you can talk for 6 minutes. But look at the total number of words, then decide if your speech has got 5 parts or 6 parts or 3 parts. How will you divide the total number of words for each part? And after that, you start writing, okay? So I'll start sharing again because I have to show you the last slide. Okay, all right. Now, the last part we need to do is, once you have prepared the outline, you've decided how long it's going to be, how many number of words, and you've written the speech, the last part is to practice the delivery. Yes, because it's a speech, it's like a performance, so you have to practice. What do you think would be, look at the picture, what do you think is the best way to practice? What can you see in the middle? What's that thing in the middle?
Stand in front of a mirror to increase your confidence.
Yes, stand in front of a mirror and practice. Now, that's not only to increase your confidence, it's also because you can look at yourself. And what will you see when you look at yourself? You can see how you are using gestures. You can see whether you are standing properly. You can see how you will look to the audience, right? So one way is to stand in front of a mirror and practice by yourself. The other way is to give the speech in front of someone at home, in front of a friend, in front of your parents. Yes, or your brother or sister or a friend. Yes, you could do. Another thing that you could also do now that you have WhatsApp, now that most of you are, if you don't have a mobile phone, I think perhaps your parents will have one. So what you could do is also keep your mobile phone in a particular place where it can record you, and you can give your speech in front of the mobile phone and record yourself. Then look at it and see how you look. Because nowadays when we give our speeches online on Zoom, since YLP is going to be on Zoom, you need to see how you will look. Now today I'm sitting and talking to you because I'm delivering a session. But if I'm giving a speech, did you see Toastmaster Della when she was giving her speech? She was standing and delivering the speech because she wanted to move around. She wanted to use her hands. Okay, she wanted to see you. She wanted you to feel as if she was standing in front of you and giving a speech. Okay, so it's very nice to practice in front of a mirror. Right, okay. Now, we're going to quickly go through, I just want to share, like Ranjani tells me 15 minutes is over, so I'm just going to give you some, okay. Right, can you see my screen, everyone? Somebody give me a thumbs up. Jude, I can see you. Give me a thumbs up. Can you see it? Yeah, okay. Now, when you are planning ideas, this is a simple idea, a simple way to plan your ideas. This is called a mind map. Okay, so maybe if the topic in the middle, maybe if the topic in the middle was myself, okay, put myself. Now you can put any idea over here. For example, this could be, maybe this could be family, or maybe this could be sports. What do I like about sports? Maybe this could be something about hobbies. Okay. So likewise, you could fill in all the ideas like this on a mind map. I'm sure you've seen a picture like this in school or in college when you're doing your work. You fill in all the ideas and then you decide which ideas to use. Now let me show you the second one. Can you see my screen now, everyone? Jude, Alan, give me a thumbs up because I cannot see everyone. Yeah. Now, once you have put all your ideas together, then you come to something that looks like this, which is an outline. You decide in the introduction, what are you going to use? Are you going to use a quotation? Are you going to ask a question? Are you going to tell a story? And remember, how many words does the introduction take if it's for 6 minutes? Who remembers how many words I said? 150 words. Or 130 to 150. 130 is the average, but if you're talking for 6 minutes, then you can take about 150 words. So for the introduction, you can have 1, 2, 3 ideas, depends what you want. And you can use a quotation, a question, a story, whatever you like. Or you can use a fact that you know, anything. Then you come to idea 1, 2, 3 in the middle. Now, when you give an idea, supposing I'm saying that I like music very much, you need to tell me something more about that. Not that I like music. How do I like music? I play the piano and the guitar. I listen to music on my phone sometimes. And when I'm traveling, sometimes I like to sing when I have my family close by. So you can give examples, you can explain, you can describe, you can give more details for each of the ideas. And finally, when you come to the conclusion, the last paragraph, you can either repeat what you have already said, or you can say, you can summarize and say, that is why, I am an introvert. Some of you mentioned, or that is why I am an extrovert because of these reasons. You can think of some idea to summarize. So when you actually look at a speech, now this is just information I filled in. This is what it will look like once you fill in this outline. So this is about 150 words. Then idea 1, 150, 150, 150, and the conclusion. So now you don't have to worry about giving your speech because you know that you have selected the ideas, you have organized them, and you know that it will be exactly the correct number of words, and you will finish it in the correct amount of time. All right? Okay. Now, I'm going to ask you a few questions quickly just to see whether you remember what we actually went through right now. Okay. And I'm going to ask you a few questions right from the beginning. You remember I spoke to you at the beginning as the president? Now I'm the resource person, but at the beginning I spoke as the president. So all of you, please unmute. All of you YLP people unmute, and you can use the chat also so that I can see the chat. And I'm going to do a quick question and answer to see if you remember what we did. So let's start with the beginning. Anybody knows what MTM stands for? You're muted, everyone, so you need to unmute because I can't hear you. What does MTM stand for? Anyone?
Ma'am, can you just repeat the question?
What does MTM stand for? I said this in my first speech. Anyone remember?
Mangalore Toastmasters.
Very good. Okay. What is the thing that you and I have in common? I mentioned this in my speech. What do you and I have in common?
The age. We are like kids.
Our age. Very good. Excellent. Excellent.
The age we are in the mind.
The age, the mental age. Very good. The age of the mind. Okay. What are the two things we do in Toastmasters? What are the two things we focus on? It starts with C and L. What are the two things we focus on?
Listening.
Not listening. I said that in my speech.
Confidence.
No,
leadership. Leadership.
Yes. And what goes along with leadership?
Courage.
Communication.
Yes. Communication. Courage also, but the two things are communication and leadership. Very good. All right. Now, when we communicate, what do we want to say? What is that word for what we want to communicate? What are we giving? We are giving
ideas.
Ideas, yeah, this is what I told you just now. We're giving, when we communicate, we are conveying a message. Okay. Do you remember what I said about leaders? What do leaders do? What do leaders have to do? Remember those
They
words?
lead with communication.
Yes, they lead with communication. And any words? Very good. They convince.
They
Give me
convince
another.
others to follow you.
Very good. Any other words that you remember? They inspire, they motivate. Right. Very good. Excellent. Okay. And what are you going to gain from Toastmasters? Now you can use the confidence word. What are you going to gain from Toastmasters?
To become a leader.
Become a leader.
To have public speaking.
Yes, and confidence and experience. Very good. Considering that I made the speech quite some time ago, you remember a lot of details. Now, the last part about what I did just now. You can look at the screen behind me. Okay. Now, what's the first step when you have to prepare an icebreaker speech? What's the first thing you have to do?
Select ideas.
Select the ideas. And I showed you the diagram you can use. What is the second thing that we do? We organize it into beginning, middle, and end. What are those three words?
Outline.
Introduction. Yeah, we use an outline, but what are the other words?
Introduction.
Introduction, body, conclusion.
And conclusion. Very good. Excellent. Okay. How long is an icebreaker speech?
6 minutes.
6 minutes. 4 to 6 minutes. Very good. How many words in 1 minute? How many words do we speak in 1 minute?
130 to 150.
130 to 150 words. Excellent. Okay. What's the best way to practice? What's the best way to practice? Very good. You have the phone, you have the mirror, or you could say it in front of other people.
Stand in front of the mirror.
Very good. All right. And the last part is when you're giving an outline, when you're using an outline, in the introduction, I mentioned some things that you can say in the introduction. What can you use in the introduction? Do you remember?
We can
Yes, I'm listening.
Things that you like, hobbies, and books you
we can use a question, a story.
Yeah, yes, that's the right one. Ideas, hobbies, and all, but that's for the middle. The beginning was you can start with a story, you can start with a quote, you can start with some kind of fact.
A quote.
Yeah, very good. Now, thank you very much for participating. Do you have any particular question? We are already a little short of time, but is there any particular question that you'd like to ask? Are you ready for your icebreaker speeches? Did you understand how to organize it, how to prepare it? Can you give me a thumbs up, everyone? Has everyone understood what you have to do? Right? Yes. Okay, I think the others have gone to sleep.
No, ma'am.
Okay. All right. I'm glad. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed this session. I hope it's useful. And I will share that PowerPoint which I used with Dr. Sapna so that she can you can use it if you need it as a guideline. Over to you, Sapna. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sunita, for that wonderful and inspiring session. Now we will have a vote of thanks from an enthusiastic member of Mangalore Toastmaster. Over to Toastmaster Praveen.
Thank you so much, Dr. Sapna. It is my pleasure to thank each one of you for this wonderful program. A very good morning to all the attendees. I take this golden opportunity to thank DTM Naina, the Youth Leadership Director, District 121, for attending the program. Thank you, DTM Naina. I extend my gratitude to the area director, not only for spending her time and also for encouraging all of us. Thank you, DTM Deborah Lobo, for your attendance. It is my pleasure to thank our own president, my mentor, Toastmaster Sunita, for her well support. You are the backbone for everything. Thank you, Toastmaster Sunita. I also thank Toastmaster Anjana Kamath, the founder of Hakuna Matata, for your encouragement to conduct the YLP session at your institute. Without you, it would not be a success. Thank you, Toastmaster Anjana Kamath. I also thank all the role takers of Mangalore Toastmaster Club for taking their role and making the meeting successful. I also thank all the students and the parents of Youth Leadership Program. After listening to your words, after seeing your enthusiasm, I'm feeling tongue-tied. Dear members, we thought we are here to teach something. No, I don't agree. I am here to learn something. So keep me attending the sessions, and I'm with all my heart, I will be there for your attendance. Thank you. Thank you so much. Back to you, Toastmaster Sapna.
Yeah. Thank you, Toastmaster Praveen. Now, before concluding the meeting, I would like to make few announcements. It's my pleasure to announce the winner of table topics. That is not a Toastmaster, sorry. It is Jude Paris. Jude, are you here?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, congratulations to you. You are the best table topic speaker. We will send you the certificate through an email.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. And the next session will be on 24th, that is next Sunday. And we have a resource person, DTM Anita, on public speaking. Before that, we will have small interactive session. We will send the Zoom link wherein we are going to elect a president, then the coordinator and a secretary. We will ask you to nominate yourself. Please follow the WhatsApp group wherein you are included. And also the icebreaker speeches are given by few students during the next session. Here I would like to announce that what Toastmaster Sunita has told just now is an ideal icebreaker speech, which is for 4 to 6 minutes. But here, due to paucity of time, each speaker will speak for 2 to 2.5 minutes. That is, at 2 minutes, we will show the green flag. At 2.5 minutes, the red flag. I will announce the 5 students who has to prepare the icebreaker speech for the next meeting. They are, just a minute. According to the roll numbers, that is 1 to 5. Roll number 1, Rian. Number 2, Naisha. Number 3, Sayona. Number 3, Sayona. Number 4, Agastya. Number 5, Jude Perez. These 5 students have to prepare the icebreaker speech. We will allot the mentors for you, for everyone, so that in case if you have any doubt, you can contact your mentors. Their name, phone numbers will be given. It will be put up on the WhatsApp. And when we ask for you to nominate for the president, coordinator, and secretary, please nominate yourself, and then we will do the voting and select the president, secretary, and coordinator. Few instructions will follow in the WhatsApp group. Please follow that. And the next main session will be on 24th. That's all from my side. I'm signing off, Dr. Sapna, for the time being. Over to you, Toastmaster Sunita, to end the meeting. See you all the students next week. Would you all like to tell few